Yeah. Permission to speak. Yeah. Permission to speak. Yeah. Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Really. Yeah. Permission to speak. Permission to what? Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Freely permission to speak. Permission to speak. Freely. Maybe
Episode
7.
Episode 7.
7 of them things.
Permission to speak freely. Episode 7.
Yeah, man.
Tonight we discussing a few different topics that we had spoke about last weekend. Tuesday. My apologies. Shout out to the whiskey that we sipping today. But we had gonna pick up a little bit of where we left off on relationships. So one of the things was communication. How in depth are you as a communicator? What's your form of communication? My co-host and my bro host, Lay Low the Most, aka Controversial Low. He the one who actually came up with this topic, and seemed like he got a couple things that he would like to discuss with the people, man. So going on, turn it over to my man and let him get a couple things off his chest.
What's happening, y'all? What's popping? So pretty much in relationships, when it comes to communication and motivation, is you got to ask yourself, how effective are you as a communicator? Is that a word?
I believe so.
A communicator's
word.
To your partner. Are you one who gets very excited and irate when something's not going your way? How do you react to those tricky circumstances? How do you react when things aren't going your way? How do you react when things fall apart? You got to ask yourself these kind of questions, and that's something we're gonna be discussing today. Me myself, I consider myself a pretty good, pretty good communication skills, even in adverse situations, whether it be in relationships, a romantic relationship with a family member or what have you. I consider myself pretty diverse. So, we want to open up the floor, and y'all let us know what's going on, man. What about yourself, man? How do you feel you are as a communicator? What's your vibe like?
Man, that's a really good question, man. I like to think I'm a pretty savvy communicator.
This nigga said savvy.
Pretty savvy, man. Not just communicating verbally, but I'll go into depth of, I'll perform art for you just so you can get the picture.
Oh,
I'll write a note. I'll sing you a song. I'll dance. I'll
he gonna start break dancing. He got Jabberwocky mask in the closet,
bruh. Shaq Diesel on that. Straight Jabberwocky.
Put that shit up.
I'll change my tone. I'll change my delivery.
Yeah.
I'll create the space so that it's a comfortable conversation to have, especially if the topic is uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. My wife and I, we discuss things very openly, especially as of late, man. I'll say after we done podding on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go home, me and my wife have a whole nother episode.
For sure.
Whole nother episode, especially last time. I'm like, I should have been recording this shit. This was a good conversation. But we discuss things beforehand. So, before things happen, not after something happens. How you think I could have did better? I'm sorry. It's more so, hey, babe, what do you think? Where do you think I could be better as far as this? as far as that. And communication is one of those things. I always accuse my wife of being stubborn. She's not as stubborn as I make her to be. She is not. But she can be.
But
she can be, man. And I remember, really finding this out early in our relationship, man. My wife got one of the coldest shoulders you would ever, nigga.
For sure,
nigga, one of the coldest shoulders, man. And you think you gonna out stubborn? Or you gonna talk to her first? You gonna say something first?
So, man, sis like that, though.
She had to like, if she say she gotta like really be wrong, like. What you want to eat? Like
that's how she apologized.
Some shit like that. You want some? I remember one time she ordered some food and they asked me if I wanted shit. I'm like, I'm stubborn back, man. I'm just ain't gonna eat it. I'll be hungry.
Shit did a motherfucker. Nigga just
I ain't hungry. I ate earlier.
Said, fuck it.
But no, man. But expressing these things, man, and getting those communication skills down. And as far as you and I go, Chief, we can only speak as men, so we definitely want the ladies to chime in. But just speaking as men, the way that I have to, speak to my wife when it's uncomfortable, you know what I mean? When it's kind of like babe, I apologize. And one of the last little tizzies, if you will, that we had. It was stupid. I don't even want to talk about that shit. But yeah, man, these communication skills are important, man. It's also important not to let a particular discussion, whatever it may be, get to a certain point,
Agreed.
Yeah, I'll say as men, because mostly it's us, don't leave the house. Leave the room. You know what I'm saying? Go downstairs, go outside.
Go in the car.
Yeah.
Any other alternative besides avoiding the situation?
Yeah.
Because all it really does is let it grow interest and grow pain.
Yeah.
And then when you see each other, it's like, I gotta fire off on
you. Man. Like, take a walk, but don't take a drive. And don't skirt off. Like, that's just mean. Don't do that.
Then why you being unsafe and mad?
Ain't no seatbelt and tires balls.
For sure.
He took my house keys and shit. Like,
yeah, man. So I'll say this, man. When it comes to communicating, I want to say that is one of the that's one of the big focal points, I think, with almost any relationship is being able to actually communicate, being able to actually communicate, being able to admit when you're not right.
Yeah.
Being able to take directive.
Accept criticism.
But most definitely accept criticism. That's one of those that I think a lot of us have issues with. A lot of us have issues with that what do they say? That mirror being turned on us. And when that's painful, that shame
it absolutely
is painful,
can be.
That embarrassment is painful, and it can really, really ruin good relationships because as much as we want to tell the truth,
yeah, man,
sometimes we not as comfortable receiving the truth.
Yeah, man. Like, damn, I did call her a bug-eyed hoe. I ain't have to say that.
I ain't mean to hit your mom in the head with a rock and tell her she a slut bucket ass bitch. I ain't gonna make it to heaven because of that.
Be careful. Be careful with anger, man. Be constructive with anger. Be constructive with anger, man. Go work out. Like I said, take that walk, And after you clear your head, because you don't want to go to a certain place with your lady, man. Especially if you've been there before. It's kind of like, man, we got a wedding to go to on Saturday and shit. I don't even want to go. Your family going to be asking where I'm at, and you got to tell them. Now they mad at me, and now I can't come to your niece's birthday next weekend. It just fucks up everything.
For sure, man. You deal with the uncomfortable situation now, so you don't have to go deal with it later. Because it don't go nowhere. So when it comes to the communication, man, I'm one of those. I'll start. I don't like it being too much dead air. You know what I'm saying? From us communicating. I don't like it too much dead air. We walking past each other, not communicating. Just being shitty for no apparent reason.
Yeah, man. It don't feel good.
Not at all.
Babe, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's one of them, bro. I'm quick to apologize, especially if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
If I know that I'm wrong and I'm sitting there like scenario we gave before, man, I was sitting there lying in an argument because I was losing. So I started lying. I started lying and it didn't work out. So I ended up having to apologize and state like, hey, man, you know what? I was wrong. You was right. You do a lot of stuff for me, so on and so forth, man. Check out episode 5 or 6 for that story. But I learned within my relationship, my marriage, I say, how to stand in that fire.
Yeah.
How to stand in it, and especially if you caused that shit. If your whole ass caused that shit, you better stand the fuck in it, don't you? So, permission to speak freely?
Permission to speak freely.
If you as the person are caught up in any kind of bullshit that you did, and then you flip it and try to turn it onto the other person as it was their fault of why you did the shit.
You a bitch ass nigga.
You a bitch ass nigga. That's the sucker hoe ass way out of accepting responsibility. It's your fault that he did what he did.
Yeah.
Or is her fault he did what he did, or vice versa. Compared to, I like both of y'all.
Hey, stand tall on your shit.
I was whatever.
This is my truth.
So this is a quote I came up with the other day, man, when I was driving home from work.
Oh, shit.
And it was just one of them, like,
driving quotes.
Driving quote, like, hey, man, I ain't got enough time to really sit down and write this. I got to remember it for real. Go text it to myself. But I had said that men lie about the things that women secretly do. Not that it ain't. I had a fancier one. Like, we lie about the shit they sneaky on, because we not being ain't shit without somebody to be ain't shit with. You feel me? She'll ask you, so where you been, and we'll get the line.
Man,
but a nigga won't ask her where she been or what she doing, because she didn't put herself in a position not even to generally probably even be on the radar.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying? Or
not even in a position to question me. Nigga, I was here.
You know what I'm saying? So men
who had this sauce on the stove all day? Nigga, me.
Yeah. Men lie about the shit women are secretive of. Okay? I believe that with everything in me. Like, she'll call you all kind of shit because she believe you don't know she do that shit too.
They say statistically, women cheat more. I don't know where they get these stats from. They doing surveys like, hey, you ever cheat on you? You agree with that?
Women cheat more, and we ain't gonna go too far into it too much. But if women cheat more than men, if women cheat more than men? Okay, and I'm a woman lover. All right, I'm a lady killer, if you will. I like women. I'm not mad at that woman who is involved with her sexuality. Yeah, in the bud.
Do you have some Cavassier?
Yeah, I'm not mad at that woman who is okay with her sexuality, who finds strength in it, but not using it as an excuse to just be randomly promiscuous everywhere because I'm free like that.
Yeah.
I was like, you can be. However, still some discretion with what you do on everything. You know, you can't, I don't feel like you would want to okay your baby to be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like you would feel like.
You want your daughter living this life? And then they'll lie just to win the argument. If they feel free in their purpose.
She got choices. Shut
fuck up. You don't want your daughter getting slutted out.
You don't even really want to be slutted out.
Not at all.
Normally you slutting yourself out for either fun or
fun or funds.
Fun or funds. Like, shit is due. Shit is fucking due. I've sat on both sides. I'm in a bind, wine. You gotta come up with a couple dollars.
I'm in a bind some other time. Put that shit in gear on.
One of them like, hey, bro, I done been in the bind. Like, so you really need your lights on. I was gonna hit in the dark anyway, but but it's okay, baby.
Fuck my shoes at.
I know the babies need to see the refrigerator because the light bulb in there. You know what I'm saying?
That shit ain't working either.
Babies can't see the light bulb on.
Better get a space buddy, bitch. You hook this up to your laptop.
Now, you ever had to put the stitcher cord at the neighbor house, borrow some power?
Hey, man, we had it bad. Not that bad. We was all right.
Our lights was cut off one time because my mama sent the post-dated check for around Christmas.
Oh.
She was trying to get us gifts. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to get us gifts.
Hey, man.
They came and cut the lights off for like 18 hours and they came back.
When they cut y'all shit out around Christmas?
No, they actually, as I'm thinking about it, they cut our shit off around the blackout. Hey, this is how I forgot. They cut our shit off around the blackout.
Oh, yeah, the blackout.
So it was like, that was the excuse. Like, hey, nigga,
we ain't pay y'all niggas.
Everybody lights off tonight, nigga.
Real, man.
It was one of them. But
blackout was a good time.
But that being said, man, we'll circle back around. So I, as a father, I have 2 boys. I am not going to teach them to be womanizers.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not going to teach them to be womanizers because I already see it a little bit with my boys now. My wife, the only girl in the house, so that's my chick first. And then them niggas be trying to barge in on my shit.
Trying to mac on your woman and shit.
They be trying to take up my time, especially my little man. My little man, he be rubbing on her titties and shit. And she be, what are you doing? I'm like, bitch, get him off of you.
About to jump this nigga.
Get the fuck off of you. That is somewhere in the world that's
about
not
to jump
safe.
over the table on this nigga. Hey, little nigga.
And he be looking like,
I pay you for them titties.
But man, so I say that, man, I'm not going to teach my children, I'm not going to teach my boys to be womanizers. What I am going to teach them, though, is to be men that work on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So him working on himself, especially, so I'll give you a story. My son asked the other day, like, hey, Dad, have you ever been, like, friend zone? I'm like, for sure, yeah, man. I'm like, I done been friend zone before. And I'm like, so what? She was like, how did it make you feel? I'm like, hey, man, I'm really good at taking jokes. I'm really good at, like, rebounding. If my feelings is hurt, you can tell. But I'm really good at round bound to rebound. But Charles Barkley on that shit, I come back. But I'm like, hey, man, what you do is you take what they said and not get mad at it, but, like, look at yourself. Look at you for a moment. Like, she didn't like me because of this or that. If you even get the explanation of like, hey, man, I don't like you because your breath stank, or you ain't fly enough, you ain't got the coolest clothes. But I told him, like, hey, you just take that and you work on yourself. Because what tends to happen, that shit turns around. All right, so
it's a circus.
So for the people who was viewed a certain way, maybe in high school, viewed a certain way at a particular time in their life, or had a stigma placed upon them, you work on that, or you aware of that? Like, you aware of like, oh, damn, you know, I have been eating some donuts. Man, I like donuts. I like food. I like the way it tastes. Food like me back.
You hit that glow up.
Yeah, so
that's where the glow up come from.
You hit you some of these, you get yourself put in a position that it's like you sending attractive signals now. So what once was a turnoff to this woman of like, hey, man, you this or you that, you've been working on yourself. Not more so for her, but just like, hey, I'm taking some pointers.
Yeah, just in general.
I'm taking some, thank you. I wasn't aware of me of that. You know what I'm saying? So let me get busy. Let me go ahead and get busy. So when it circle back around, it's be like, damn, little daddy, what's up? You like, my wife said I can't talk to bitches. My wife said I can't talk to bitches, especially bitches that used to like me and might still like me.
Straight up.
And you seem like you still like me, so if I touch you, she gonna know.
No, man. Straight up. And that's,
get the fuck back.
Yeah.
Say it about her.
And that's what it is. And that's what it is, man. That's how it's go. I think that's important stuff, man. When you can think about something and take it and say, you know what, I'm a teach my kids this. I was just talking to my dude, Danye, who was on the live last time.
Shout out to Danye.
Yeah, for sure. Let me state him. I've been calling him Danye since forever, man. That man's name is Don Manson. All right?
Don Manson.
I think I'm the only person left on earth that call my man's Danye. Danye the Great. That was his old rap name, man. My man, Don Manson, man. But about, hopefully, okay, after we take some accountability of what we did wrong in the past, to flip it, and now we can teach those who look to us for guidance so they can learn from our mistakes instead of their own. And that's the goal. And that's a word for your ass.
For sure, man. So I will tell you this. For my boys, I'm going to teach them many, many facets of relationships. I'm not going to just teach them monogamy because we are stuck on it. Keep in mind, this is coming from a married man who's in a monogamous relationship that I've had this conversation with my wife, and she clearly like, hey, nigga, I don't want to share you. Okay?
Same.
Understood. Got the message. Okay? However, I do understand that there are multiple facets of relationships besides monogamy. And we are hell-bent, and some people die on that fence and end up by themselves just because something internally will not allow them to connect with someone else beyond themselves. Beyond like, oh, I got to share him. Is like, would you rather share someone that you're quietly sharing them with?
Yeah. It ain't enough men.
It's not enough men who are in the caliber to take care of the women who are seeming unanimously looking for a protector and a provider, along with all these other attributes. I would love to hear from the women of what the women generally are looking for as a quality that you like, hey, little daddy can get it. I want him. I listen to him, or he teaching me, he leading me, whatever it is, man. But that's a form of communication. That's a form of,
for sure.
Does this person really make me feel like what they're saying to me is going to move me, not just emotionally, but it's going to move where we are and what we doing. We ain't just talking shit like, yeah, I'm going to get 2 helicopters and we're going to go pull up in the back and we going to get matching shoe J's. We're going to get the latest J's and then we're going to get wing dinner. And I'm going to go see my mama.
Spill sauce on the J.
See your mama too. See your mama. But more than that, but like, hey man, babe, the credit card came in the mail today that we applied for. That came. Our LLC, they emailed us that. We got that going. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, I just planned out a couple things that we can do. Monday, let's take a walk. Tuesday, man, let's make sure we do 500 push-ups. Let's just get.
You feel like your partner is showing up for you.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
like,
for sure.
You're not showing up for your partner, and they're not showing up for you every day. Then, at some point, that's where the miscommunication comes, and that's why you got to start there. You won't run into so many issues if you can start there.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Like I say, if you're in a relationship, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, we sound like we're all givers, and a relationship is not tick for tack, man. So if you're being a giver and you're constantly pouring into your partner and you're giving and you just want to make sure they're comfortable and appreciated and you want to make sure they feel loved and all that good stuff. But then after so long of giving and giving and giving and you just happy you happy, but then at some point you're gonna be, hey man,
I ain't got.
What if I ain't got shit?
I ain't got.
Not that it's
for sure. I got.
Not that you necessarily looking for something in return, but it's kind of like,
like
hey, a lot of giving around this motherfucker. Like
something got to shake, nigga. Something.
Where is it being reciprocated? So you don't want to fall into that place, man. So I say to the ladies and the gentlemen out there, if you're with somebody who is intentional about you and gonna make sure you good on purpose, on purpose, for sure. Like I'm gonna make sure that I make sure that my person is good. Make sure you're reciprocating those same things, man. Don't never assume. What'd you say a couple episodes ago?
Oh yeah, I had said, wifey and I had went on a date, and I make sure that I try my best to find those happy pockets and date times. I try to create them in the scenarios as much as I can. But we actually had an intimate conversation over food, and I had told her, in my essence of how I am, just no censorship. I'm like, hey, don't ever feel like I'm fucking okay.
Yeah.
Don't ever feel like I'm okay. Like, please don't ever feel like I'm okay, because I don't ever feel like you okay. I don't ever feel like that you can just kind of fend without me.
Ah, he good.
You know what I'm saying? It make me feel like
he fine.
if you feel like I'm okay, why do I have a wife? Right. If I'm okay, why do I have a wife? Or if you okay, why do you have a husband? You know what I'm saying? That's my view of it. I post to tag team with you. I post to check up on you. I want to check up on you.
Yeah.
All right. I want to make sure you solid because what kind of man would I be?
Oh, I thought we was going.
Yeah, but I just used that point. Just
okay, cool.
Because I didn't want to go and have to explain other shit after that. Like, but just so with my wife and I, man, we constantly say to each other, like, "Do you need anything? Mm-hmm. Do you want anything?" And we'll throw hints in there, like I ask her, like, "Do you need anything?" She'll be like, "No." I'm like, "You want anything?" She's like, "Later." Like, oh yeah, I know. Okay, I got what that mean.
Nice hints.
I know what that mean. But it's a part of my routine.
Get her before she gets sleepy.
For sure, nigga. She go to sleep, bro. You might catch a case trying to do something. Might catch a case. I was incoherent, officer. I don't know how he got in the house. But that skill, just asking her is she okay, she reciprocating the same thing to me.
Yeah.
Actually started to transfer over to our children. Mm-hmm. So KJ would ask, like, "Hey, Mom, you need anything? Is everything okay?" But just seeing him in the role of a young man, like, yeah, Mom, I'm going to the store. You want some candy? You want Twix or something? Dad knows to get you something. So, but it's
that's hard.
It's one of them, and I'm like, damn, okay, he gonna get some hoes. Yeah. He gonna get some hoes. They gonna be at it.
He gonna get him.
He's such a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? But I'm teaching him. It's things that I'm learning myself as well, man. I'm teaching my boys to be, and these are quotes that I wrote. I'm teaching my boys to be gentlemen with grit.
Oh yeah.
All right. He gotta have some grit. He can't just be too smooth. Shit slide off of smooth shit.
Can't be too nice.
Nigga, shit slide off of smooth shit, but he gotta be, I want him to be a gentleman with grit. Also, I want him to be a lover boy that don't take no shit.
Gotta shake up. Excuse me.
Love these women, bro. Take care of them. Be right, but don't get fucking food,
straight up, man. Don't take no shit, man.
These women who I love, they beautiful. Yeah, they beautiful, but they can put some cloaks on. They can put that cloak of seduction on. They can put that cloak of
sprinkle that puss on.
That's man, bro. That's oh Lord, we gonna go to church today. You have to repent, bring your sins to the altar. But giving him that game plan.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's how it go.
He just said hen and it just got me.
He said he got me hot saying hen. But I most definitely want to teach the boys that of things that I've learned, man. As I think I said in one of the other episodes, episode I think 4 or 5, just giving you the background of myself. Before I became and growing to what I am, I was the simp ass dude, if you will,
goofy
nigga.
Ass.
Which no disrespect to simp dudes, but this. He just really like her a lot. That's the way I look at it. He just really like her a lot. You know what I'm saying?
In some cases, I guess you got 2 different categories of simp. You know what I'm saying?
We could break it down. So I'm not mad at the simp guy who, he's a pushover more than anything. Mm-hmm. He won't say anything. He won't stand up. He won't address. He'll take care of you, be nice to you, be a gentleman, but he missing that grit.
Yeah.
He's a gentleman, but he missing the grit. He the lover boy, but he taking shit. And he don't necessarily need to. Okay? You know why? And this is just for my philosophy. Take some notes if you like. Do you know why women fuck with bad boys, if you will? If that's the notion or the narrative of why women fuck with bad boys. Why? Because it's bad boys who take risk and gamblers who take risk who run the world. Ain't no woman trying to fuck with a nigga who playing it safe too much.
Straight up.
Who playing it safe too much. He ain't taking no risk for them or for himself to better them. He just, I don't know. I don't know, babe. This seems solid right here. We should stay right here.
I'm going to stay here.
No. Stationary, staying stagnant Where does that benefit you anywhere in the world? Just standing still in one place. If you standing still in one place in the wild, you the motherfucker gonna get eaten.
You gonna get hit.
You gonna get hit.
Gonna get hit with a rock or something.
Animals fucking migrate.
Yeah.
They constantly move to find where the shit is at. Migrate for water, to mate. They migrate to, hey nigga, this is our stumping ground. We come here and fuck and lay eggs, and then we abandon our kids and hope they make it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make some more. You know what I'm saying? But it's laid out there of like, hey, they taking risk. We was talking about this the other day on taking risk. I'm a big fascination of animal guy. I love Animal Planet, National Geographic. Sometimes they show titties in there. No, not they show animal titties, but like in the motherland, the baby be on the titty. They show that sometimes. It be ashy, but you know it's motherland. It be all right. But the story was about the whales, and I think we were talking about it.
Yeah,
this sperm whale, if you will, travels 3,000 miles to go migrate to go take their baby, and during this,
gotta take that trip every year.
Gotta take it. So during this trip, the mother bringing the baby along. But during this trip, man, they know it's treacherous, man. You got sharks, you got which is the biggest ones out there is the orcas, which they fucking assholes, man. You ever watch something on orcas?
Hell yeah! First of all, I love orca whales
for sure.
Don't talk about them like that.
Sorry, Peters.
But them orcas, man, they ain't nothing to fuck with.
Not at all. And they call orcas in a group. They call them a pod.
Mm-hmm.
So when we be on here together, we pod and there's some orcas. But
we fox with each other.
We fox with. But these orca whales will taunt you. They will exhaust you out. They will exhaust the mother all to get the baby.
Straight up, man.
And sometimes not even eat the baby, but just doing it out of the sheer willpower because they fucking can.
They want that baby.
They want the baby. They want that baby. But it's the willpower they can, man. So using that as the example of like, hey, man, this is a certain protection that comes with it. It's a certain relationship that comes with it. The migration of knowing like, hey, man, I'm taking this risk. I got to make it over here because staying stagnant where the fuck I'm at, they gonna come where I'm at. It's not like they not on my ass. Mm-hmm. It's not like the pressure not there. It's not like drama's not gonna come. What guys say, man, you already promised some shit. You already promised some shit, man. Why the fuck is you about to make some extra shit come your goddamn way? You know what I'm saying? So that being said, women like the nigga who take that risk.
This is true.
Who willing to push the envelope. They be like, no, fuck what he said. We about to do this because bitch, you riding.
You with me?
Let me get my coat. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my coat. Get your bag. Come on. Fuck out.
On the way. Let's go.
But loving the menace says facts. We gotta be the blueprint to our seeds.
Oh, for sure, man. Shout out to McLovin.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hang on real quick, man. Danielle, you got anything on that, man? Just in closing?
Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Oh, get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Finger snap. He put
might snap the finger, man. We appreciate you once again coming through, bro, man. You always welcome, man. Just kick the door down.
Kick the door down, Brody.
You forever got permission to speak freely. Forever. Appreciate you, bro. For sure, man. For sure. Oh, hang on. Before you go, man, I think I got a name for us. Let me know for the viewers, man, for the watchers. Freedom Speakers. What we think? We trying to get a name.
Bit much.
It was a play on Freedom Riders.
I like it, but it's
yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Put that out there.
Man, fuck y'all.
I do like that.
One of your favorite movies was Freedom Riders.
That's one of my favorites. Nice. That's like in my top 3,000.
Yeah, he's the top 3,000. He said cheesy. I like the Freedom. Was it Freedom Speakers?
Freedom Speakers.
I like Freedom Speakers. We'll tweak with it, but
it's just ideas.
But it's one because we ain't had shit else.
Y'all ain't come over nothing.
We didn't, man.
Try to do my job.
We didn't, man. So that he is, man. He came. He fresh back off the boat. Came back through.
Fresh off the boat,
man. So what we gonna do, man? We gonna go ahead and leave the cliffhangers for tonight, and go ahead and pick up next Tuesday. We're gonna end on relationships for this topic, and we're gonna pick up next week on some juicy things, man. We're gonna take it from relationships and move it a little bit into business, into politics, man, and really kind of show you our range and diversify a few things, man. So this is one of the topics for next week, man. And I want to hear from my man. He still on there?
Oh no, man,
He gonna probably watch it. I want to hear from the people, man. I want to hear from them. One of the things that we talked about, especially as entrepreneurs, we're dealing in this world of automation. All right.
Yeah.
We are dealing in this world of automation. So we generally want to hear how you feel about automation. Us as entrepreneurs, we're looking, as most entrepreneurs, we're looking to hire people, find people. Seems like that's an epidemic right now of, hey, you really can't find too many people to work. So that conversation that's been had is people are upset with the different industries that have automated things. Some fast food places have automated things. Some shipyards have automated things. Some distribution services have automated things.
Yeah, AI as they call it.
AI. So it seems that people are trusting AI more than humans. So I most definitely want to talk about it. Do you feel like your position and your job and career is safe from automation?
That's a good one.
Pin that. We'll talk about it and pick that up next Tuesday. I want to hear from the people.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in for that. That's going to be a good one.
All right. So we'll take it from, we're in closing tonight. We're going to do a small prayer. Want to add that to the show. And if you've watched or you've seen any of the footage of how we pray with us. And this is how I talk to God. You can talk to God anywhere you want, but you rocking with us today with me, your host, Chief Ali on Permission to Speak Freely, and my bro host, Controversial Low, always doing the most.
Bow your head and close your eyes.
Bow your head, close your eyes, and this is how we pray to God over this way. Dear God, with every one of y'all at work right now, I know it's heading into third shift. Please hear my prayer. Hey, we really appreciate you giving us the energy to come in every day and to build consistency with something that we aiming to do. This is something that's fun. These are things that we talk about behind closed doors, and we just feel like it's necessary now to put it out to the world, gain some traction, and kind of really see where it go. Thank you for these gifts. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for the opportunities of life to open our eyes every day and to take part of this beautiful ass world that we get to live in. You know who you made, God, and it's me. So please put a thumbtack in that in this memo or the note for whoever at work or whoever coming on shift. Whatever God at work, I pray to you. Amen. Ra.
Amen.
Amen.
Share my post, guys.
All right. Till next time, people. Be safe.
Permission to speak
Freely.
I think that was our best episode. No, I'm just
That was my line.
Dog bad.
Keep me from